Oh, nice. Monument's done. Cool.
Yep.
That is some noisy bubbling.
It's the most annoying sound in the game, I think. The like the barns and the large stables, they make noise as well. Like the chicken coops make noises all the time. It's really eerie when you're by yourself. You keep hearing noises. You think somebody's coming up
Right.
behind you.
So what do we need? What are we working on? These things? Some stone walls?
Well, I put up that one section because Toast laid down a like the foundation for a warehouse. But I think it's too close to that stairs. I don't think it'll go up. So I built that wall section to see. And
So you may have to move this warehouse.
yeah, I mean, I put one building log in it, but we just have to pull it out and destroy it. But I'll leave that for him.
So these stairs and section of wall are done. Okay.
I'm just making some more arrows.
Ooh, you have bows. What do you want me to work on?
Well, I guess it depends on what you feel like. There's lots of shoveling to do. We can work on walls, which would be... walls primarily are clay, shaped stone, and wood. So clay is just a matter of running over to the clay pit and bringing clay back. Stone is a matter of mining stone and then shaping it.
I don't even know if I can shape it.
You can't. Well, as long as you have 30 artisan shape, part of materials prep. With artisan.
Okay, yeah, so I could probably do that. Yeah, I guess that's...
If you're gonna shape stone, you'll want to make a couple of picks. Because you go through them quick.
Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what I really want to do. At this guy. I guess I'll make a couple picks. I'll do stone picks and then shape some stone. Sure. Is this a box we put stuff in?
That's the food box. And these two bark boxes here are for like ingredients and stuff for food. And whatnot. Hoping Toast can get on when he's done school today. So he can make me a weaver's toolkit.
Does it matter what food I eat?
Not really. There's none of the better skill foods yet. The roast beast, if you eat that till you're full, it does pretty good. Like it can bring up your modifier up to 1.7 skill modifier.
Okay.
Because maxing that out as much as you can will help. Are you out of energy?
No, I pressed the wrong key. Why does zero not let me eat it? Stupid.
No, you have to go in and right click on it. Can't make a shortcut key for that.
Now I can't get it off my quick bar into my inventory.
Should still be in your inventory.
No, it says I have 9 in my quick bar, but there's nothing in my inventory.
Then just drag something else onto the click bar.
It didn't actually take it out of the box. That's weird.
Oh, if you dragged it right to the click bar, it doesn't. You have to put it into your inventory and then...
Alright, good to know.
And they changed the length of the days on the server back to normal 3-hour days.
Okay.
This time was just going by too fast.
I forget how to get into the craft menu.
It's just right click when you don't have your when you're not in when you're in the mouse look mode. Just right click somewhere and you can get the menu to come up. Or just go for tools. You want to bring up your inventory. So and then you right click on a branch.
Right. Yes. It's been a few days.
And you've forgotten everything.
Flint fiber branch. Okay.
If you want branches, pull them off of this tree right here. Actually, here, let me pull some off for you because I can get the higher level one. When you pull branches, you're limited by your nature's lore.
Okay.
Pick, need one. So here's a couple branches.
Did that work? It traded with me? Just like that?
You have to click accept.
I did.
Click it again.
I don't have an accept anywhere.
Hit tab. Does it bring the window back up?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Because with tools, the better quality components you put into it, the more durability it'll have.
So so I should try to gather better fibers and everything?
If you want better fibers, they're over here. Because it's based on the quality of the ground. Oh, hold on. Somebody is at the door here. 1 second. Here later dropped off a package, rang the doorbell. By the time I got up there, they were already in their truck and driving away.
Nice.
But at least they left the package.
So we have an area of better quality ground?
Yes. Where are you at?
South-ish?
You want to, on the north side here. Not too far from this wall I just put up.
Okay.
In fact, we have a little farm planted down there, and all the farm soil I got from up here. In this area here, all the ground's in the 80s quality.
Perfect, thank you.
Did you see that message I sent you last night about the Humble Bundle thing?
Yes, I just haven't had a chance to activate it. Thank you.
Yeah, about $5 I got Borderlands 1 and 2. I already had Borderlands 2. I got Endless Legends, which is like a 4X fantasy game, and a couple other games.
Cool. Yeah, no, Eve has been keeping me very busy. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait till December to do your free trial.
Why?
Some really good changes coming for the free-to-play accounts. So there's no real point in starting until then, really. Because you'll probably just want to start over. So you have a couple months before I start hounding you again.
So right about the time I won't have any time to play.
I guess that's true, yeah. Okay, so January then.
That shouldn't be the issue. I mean, they try not to have us working ridiculous hours at the time.
Yeah, so like currently an alpha is stuck to whatever race he picked when he was created,
Mm-hmm.
and they get if they train all of the alpha friendly skills, they get about 5 million skill points. It would take a few months. But what they're doing is they're getting rid of the racial locks. You can train any race's stuff regardless. T2 guns for your small and medium ships, which is really good. And if you get a minimum, you get 5 million skill points for free. But you can actually, if you subscribe in Windows, you can train up to 20 million. And when you let your subscription lapse, you can still use all your skills now, or they will be that way. So you'd be able to train yourself a pretty good character and then just not pay anymore. Or make lots of money and use in-game currency to inject skills. So it's going to be good. I'll probably have a couple alpha accounts. Looks like our rock cave got filled in. Is that what I'm looking at here?
Where are you?
I'm just north at the edge of the mountain there.
Oh, by the tree, like where the mine was?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the iron mine was okay a little while ago. Part of it might have caved back in.
Well, I need stone, right?
Oh, there's lots down here.
Four picks should be enough for a while, right?
Yeah. Oh, now a phone call. 1 second. Shouldn't even answer my phone. It's the wrong number like 90% of the time. And the rest of the time, it's my staff asking stupid questions.
So we have stone at the base, you said?
Yep. Yeah, if it was daylight, you can see it real easy, and at night, it's a little tougher. But I'm standing at some. I'm just shaping. Basically, what you do is you mine as much rock as you can, and then go into your inventory, right-click on one of your other pickaxes, and pick shape, and then choose shaped rock, and and then craft. It'll shape it. Every 20 rock makes one shaped rock.
Okay. Are you in the base or?
No, I'm just a little bit up the hill. Like
a little bit north?
Yep. Put the torch on.
I see you, yeah. I see your torch.
So nobody will come in and attack.
Backstab. This here is all rock? Oh yeah, look at that, okay.
There's space right in front of me.
And we mine this, or you want me to dig it, or what do I do?
You have to mine. You can't dig rock. So you have to have one of the pickaxes.
And shape is with the pickaxe too, so I don't need my hammer necessarily?
That's right. The shaped rock weighs a lot less than the other rock, so you can mine as much as you can carry, shape a bunch, then you can mine a little more and shape it.
Are we digging tunnel forward?
Yeah. Doesn't really forward work.
I just don't want to mess it all up.
Well, for rock, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. When you start looking at the iron mines and the gold and silver mines, then you want to try to get it all out of the mountains, so how we mine it is a lot more crucial. Oh, there's a broken pickaxe already. Gee.
And this should bring up like my strength and everything too, right?
I think so. Which stats are coming up every time you mine?
I have to switch my window.
Oh,
Digging, construction, strength. Hey, I made a thing. Look at that.
then you can inspect the walls. So yeah, if we go this wall here
Mm-hmm.
is more stone. So the direction I'm facing.
This one? Straight in? Or the side? Yeah, straight in. So 95% on that one. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of a cool game. It's definitely relaxing by comparison to what I'm used to.
Yeah, it's a very different game, and as you get to know the skills better, you start to see like all the the how everything's kind of intertwined, where you can't just focus on one skill and be able to max it out.
Okay, so now how do I shape this stone that's in my inventory?
In your inventory, click on one of the picks that you have, one of the other picks in your inventory.
Found it.
Right
Material
click.
preparation, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, material prep, and then shape. And shaped rock is the only one to do.
Yeah, I see that. Marble, granite, and stone ammo.
Well, I guess you could do stone ammo, but that's for a trebuchet.
Ah, okay.
We don't have one of those yet.
And this can be used for the same thing as rock, or?
No, if it requires shaped rock, you have to have shaped rock.
So you
One of the changes they made recently with the big update is the walls used to just use rocks. You'd mine it, dump it in the wall. Don't think you're going to be able to access the walls though,
Probably because I don't have high enough skill.
because it's masonry, so you need 30 in construction.
I have 29.99, so I have to get willpower higher, maybe?
No, you just need to do one more thing in construction.
So I need to construct something?
Yeah. What else am I?
Could I pave something? Does that count?
Paving would work. Yep.
I'll try that.
Put here.
Yeah, this cold is really starting to get on my nerves. Been sick since Friday.
Oh yeah.
It just won't go. It's persistent.
Fun.
Yeah, the only thing I can do to the wall is deconstruct it.
Yeah. So do you have some regular stone with you,
I think
or
so,
do you
yeah.
shape it all?
I have a bit. I stopped shaping so I could pave something.
Where are you at? Like, give me the shape stuff, and then I'll put it in the wall, and then if you want to. I think to the south there's a big flat area that needs to be paved. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Did they tell you if you hold down the control key and click on something, it'll transfer?
Nope, but okay.
So if you...
Paving to the south, you said?
Yeah. Big flat area that Toast put down there. I don't know if that's going to stay that way or not.
That's fine. I just need a point, right? So.
But really, you just have to actually just over here. I would say just pave a couple blocks here.
You can always pick it up later if it's not right.
Yeah. The only downside is if you pave, it takes 30 stone to pave, and then if you pick it up, you only get 15 back for some reason.
That's
But
fine.
we have lots of stone.
Yeah, stone's not a problem.
There's also a little a spot here that Toast started to level, but I'm pretty sure it's in the wrong spot. So I'm going to let him figure that out on his own.
Okay, so construction was not raised, prerequisite skill.
Oh, it means you're artisan.
What's my artisan need to be at?
Your artisan would have to be at 60.
Oh, it's at 53 in the yellow number. So I need to make some things.
Artisan.
Can I flatten ground for that? Just flatten a bunch of ground?
I would say probably more like cutting down trees and stuff.
Still want me to leave anything over 90, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go get us some logs.
Cut them down. You don't have to bring them all the way back in here, but I'd try to dump them onto the claim.
Yeah, I'll bring them in somewhere. How do I tell where the claim is?
Control F4 turns it on. Then all the green areas are claim. Reminds me,
I think it's just F4, because I pressed F4 and I get green.
F4, it'll be on, but as soon as you let go, it goes away. Control F4 will keep it there permanently.
Ah, okay. Well, here, let me... Does shaping stone, is that artisan?
No, that's materials prep.
Okay, well, let me finish shaping these ones and give them to you. I'll just put them over here somewhere.
Where are you at?
I still have 100 stones, so that's 5 more shaped, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get my digging to 60 so that I can get my mining to 30.
Okay. Well, if you want to shape them, you can, but...
Well, no, that it doesn't matter. It's not going to get my materials prep. I've got to 60 now. Means I can start forging, smelting. But I need to get my mining to 30 so that I can start prospecting for silver. And eventually get to be able to prospect for gold.
Thinking about teaching Damien Dystopian Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Craig wants to play too, even if we stick with the old rules. So once this whole vacation stuff is all sorted out.
Good game.
What's that?
It's a good game.
It is. Where would you like me to put this shaped stone?
You're gonna have to give it to me. Actually, just dump it on the ground beside that.
There's a chest here.
If it'll fit in there. Is the little one the crate or the chest?
There's both. I'll just dump it on the ground, that's fine. It'll just sit
Dump it
here.
on the ground. I don't know if there's room in the chest.
Do you care if it's in more than one stack, or should I stack it all?
It doesn't matter. Because normally quality matters, right? But when you're
Yeah.
building walls, all it really does is quality will affect the amount of hit points it has. But with these stone walls, it doesn't affect it that much. So we don't really care.
Okay, there's a little pouch close to the food box.
Do you know what comes out a week from tomorrow?
What's that?
Jackbox Party Pack 4.
Oh yeah, that's what you were saying.
Might see about trying to do some on next Thursday, because I'm off Thursday because I'm out of town Tuesday, Wednesday at meetings.
All right.
And Gary and Krista are in town, so we're getting people together to play board games on Thursday. You're welcome to come if you're interested.
We will have to play it by ear.
If you can't make it for that, if we do some Jackbox, I'll let you know.
Okay. So I was cutting down some trees to bring up my artisan level. I gotta get it to 60. This tree's taking a little while to cut. Jesus. This might take a while. Looks like it's going up by 0.5 every time.
What kind of tree you're cutting down?
Oak.
Yeah, they take forever.
But it's going up 0.5 like every bar, so I should do softwood maybe?
Softwood, I don't know if it's that much quicker. Might be. As your skill goes up, you'll start to cut down trees faster and faster. I'll put it with the rest of these logs. Cool. Gotta be a fast way to get digging.
cutting down this birch tree. Does the type of tree like have any effect on other things at some point? Like birchwood looks different or anything like that?
Once you cut them down, the only difference is hardwood and softwood. Doesn't really tell you what type of tree it was. Cut it down. The different types of trees, other than decorative reasons, the only difference is that you get different amounts of wood from them.
Oh, okay.
So realistically, all you really need is, once you can start planting trees, like trees of 67 quality or higher give you the maximum wood.
Oh, okay.
So birch is the best for hardwood, it gives you 1200 wood, and pine is the best softwood, it gives you.
I can imagine these ones that are still close are high level ones.
Problem.
Well, this one's only 40, so I'll cut it down.
You should have seen the actually still there, I guess, the massive tree pile that we have on that other server.
Yeah.
Dyson, to the north of his this little tree farm that he would, once they grew, he'd cut them all down, stack them up, plant them again.
I'm cutting down a major pine. It's your pine.
Yep. But I think the stack of trees that I saw there is probably like the logs stacked up like we had them there. But
Yeah.
this stack would be probably almost twice as tall as you are. And it's about 4 squares long or 5 squares long.
Wow.
Yeah. But you go through trees in a ridiculous hurry once you start making buildings.
I imagine, yeah. I imagine this flat paved area is going to have to expand considerably at some point.
What was that, sorry?
I imagine the paved area is going to have to expand considerably at some point.
Like where we're building on. Well, I think we're going to keep the upper part fairly small, and then we'll have other buildings outside the stone walls as well.
And do like a lower level type of thing?
Yeah.
With stairs down? Okay. That makes sense. It saves us some landscaping too. And it'll look cool. Okay, my artisan is at 56, so I'm getting there. I've gone up 4 points or 3 points. I like that you can place them and they'll hang in the air. They don't fall. Cutting down more trees. Building a wood pile. Sorry for the sniffles. I try to mute it, but sometimes they sneak up on you. 3 more points. 2 3/4 points. And we will have our artisan where I need it. So the green number, we don't know what that actually does.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's for.
Yeah, 'cause my green one's at over 60.
Oh, that might be maybe with modifiers. Stat modifiers.
But it won't allow me to learn the other points any higher.
Yeah, no, it's the first number that you have to go over 60.
That's okay, I'm not that far out now. 58.
Digging's at 52.
I'm just going to create myself my own pile here. I'll move them all over later. It's getting foggy.
Yep. He's just gonna get super dark here pretty soon. A while.
So it's going to take us a little while to get to like metal tools and stuff.
Well, Toast has made a few tools. I know he had a couple shovels. Actually, he was making some other tools the other day. I'll check if he actually got them.
So if I put the torch on my back, it'll light up, right?
That's right.
Perfect. I see you.
Yeah, good. I can see you now. It'll be easier to shoot at you in the darkness. So let me take my torch off. All right, now it's all done.
One more tree and I should get it.
Oh, there's some metal picks here.
just gonna steal those?
Well, I'm not going to use them for. I'm not going to use them for shaping. Might just leave them till I wear out my other ones.
Yeah.
How am I at? This is the super dark part of the day.
Walking on back to home. Pretty sure home is this way. Yeah, here's my special log pile. $79s are okay to cut down, or should I leave it too?
79s are fine.
Alrighty.
I'm getting the itch again to try to design a board game. Or work on one of my other designs.
Yeah, we'll need to get together. Like, soon.
Well, the biggest thing, if you want to get together and work on a game, we need to come up with a theme. What kind of theme we want the game to have. And then we'll build the mechanics around.
We can sit on the virtual tabletop too, and we can throw things down. It might be useful.
That probably would be very useful, yeah.
Just imagine we can quickly prototype things in there.
Well, I know you can, if you can upload pictures and stuff to it pretty easily. I don't know if you can prototype right within it, like if you just want to look into.
I mean, like, if we need a miniature or something, we can just grab one, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be probably quicker than trying to get together physically most of the time.
That's probably true. Plus, we don't necessarily need to be in the same room, right? Use the voice chat and tabletop simulator. There's also some new whiteboard something or other in Discord now.
Yeah, I saw that, and there's video chat too now.
Video chat, yeah. Cool.
Oh, I guess I'm supposed to be pulling the stumps, aren't I?
Yeah. Don't be that guy. They have a mod on the server that it dumps it, basically it just removes them instantaneously. When me and Toast were out hunting the other night, we were on a claim and they had a whole field full of stumps that they didn't dig up. Makes you want to go over there and smack them.
I just forgot.
Yeah. But it's every stump creates more lag.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can find any of these stumps.
Yeah, you can wait till morning.
I just hit F3 and I'll check the red squares. Hey, picking up the stunts gives me artisan skill too.
Yeah.
I just hit 60.
That's good.
Well, I'm sure I missed a couple, but I found some of them, so...
It's okay. For everyone you missed, I'll just hit you with a shovel.
We're gonna have to like make some easier ramps here to get up on these outside edges. Alright, so... Oh yeah, now I need some stone so I can pave.
I got some.
Unless I can find something else to construct, but paving's probably the quickest.
Yeah. I have a bunch of stone. My pickaxe died, so I couldn't tape it all.
Okay, yeah, I see you coming. Even just enough to pave would be fine.
I have 29. Not quite enough. I'll just keep it.
Oh, I was gonna go dig up that one I already paved and then pre-pave. So you're
Okay.
That's perfect. Thank you. So how OCD is Toast? Is he gonna come fix my floating logs?
Logs probably won't bother that much because they won't be around long anyways. Because we'll use them pretty quick. Were you on the other day when he was trolling people in Global?
No.
There was a guy, like, he really hates people that don't capitalize the first letter of their names. But there was one guy on there, his whole name was capitals, except for one letter. There was an I in his first name that was lowercase, everything else was uppercase.
Uh-oh.
And that stuff just bugs him. Funny. So then he proceeded to start trolling people on Global. Two guys in particular.
Why can't
and
I
then he
dig up
got-
this stone? Because I don't have a pick.
A shovel you need.
I have
If,
I have a shovel.
Like you're paving?
I want to unpave.
Yeah, just you want to lower the ground level. So right click
Okay,
under.
yeah. I was looking for dig.
All right. Digging is at 55.76.
I somehow didn't get your stone.
Nope. None for you.
Fine, be that way. I'll go get my own. Thank you.
I know Toast has this thing when he does trades that he starts walking away before he clicks the accept button, so it doesn't go through. So you have to be careful anytime you trade with them.
Yeah, okay. I've watched for it.
I've kind of, I basically referred to that as toasting someone.
Hooray, construction 30, so now I can start help build the walls. All of that, so I could build walls, eh?
Well, it is what it is.
Okay, so do you want me to do the wood part of it? And you can continue digging?
Yeah, if you want. There's wood and clay we need for both. So the easiest way to do this is on the wall sections, right click on it, and then select the under masonry where it says build.
Yeah.
And then right click on build so it's your default action. So you can just walk up to the wall section, press E, and it'll access it. As long as you have a hammer equipped.
Okay, and we're starting right here, right? The one that's already got stuff in it?
On the west side?
Yes, right where that's already next to the stairs on the west side.
Yeah. I figure either the west side or on the north corner there where the tower is, we can work on that too. The north wall I want to save for last because it's easy to get in and out through there. So I don't want to put a wall up.
So you're getting clay right now for that one?
No, I'm gonna, because I want to get my digging to 60.
Okay, I'll do the clay then. There's 130, 180, we need 20 more.
Okay, do you have a shovel?
I do, yeah.
You can take the horse.
Does the horse help me carry more?
No, but you can ride it back and it doesn't slow you down. When you're on the horse, you just have to kind of point your little white dot at the horse and press E and you'll dismount. You can't turn when you're going in reverse.
And running into wall knocks you off the horse, okay.
Yes. And horses are a little buggy right now. Sometimes they can be pretty jittery.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. He's a bit broken.
You're probably going to have to come around the north side to get back on to the pavement. But it does make things like gathering clay much.
Okay, well that was exciting trying to figure out how to control the horse.
Well, you got to learn one way or another.
Apparently the mouse does not steer it.
No. Left and right.
Do you care about what quality? Should I go for lower quality?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Low quality is fine. The higher quality stuff is going to matter when we're making things like molds for anvils and stuff. Or bloomeries, things like that. But
Yeah,
we're a little ways away from that.
Yeah, well, I figure this is 18. It's safe to dig here. right, cool.
And then when you're riding the horse, there's the 2 bars there. One is health and one is stamina.
Okay.
If you're riding long distances and your stamina is about to run out, if you dismount from the horse, basically to pick up the horse, you right-click on it and select hide, and it puts it in your inventory. So if the horse is almost out of stamina, you can just sit and wait for it to regain it, or you hide it, put it in your inventory, and then release it to ride it again.
Right.
And it's fully stored.
Okay.
It's a bit of an exploit. Really handy.
My masonry's at 2 now.
Oh boy. Yeah, mine's 21.
All right, so I'll get some boards started for the next section, and then
Okay.
clay.
Oh, clay.
Oh, clay.
So any ideas on what kind of theme you'd want to do a game for?
It's hard because, like, what's not been done to death, right?
I know. John brought one out on Monday. We were playing some games, and it's basically you play as magicians. So it's like a worker placement type game, but you're learning new tricks and you're putting on shows. You know, whoever has the most points wins. But I thought that was pretty unique.
No, this is not the MMO. This is the basic sandbox one. Naloth. No, that does sound interesting, but I don't know, because like everything's been done so much. So I guess it should just be something we're comfortable with.
Well, that's the other side of it, right? Ideally, something unique, but it needs to be something you know something about, or are willing to research it. I mean, at the extreme end, there's a designer, Phil Eklund. His games all involve like hard science. So he did one like High Frontier, which is all about like space flight and stuff, and it has a lot of actual hard science in it. It's a very complicated game.
Yeah.
Looks cool, but those kind of games, unless you're going to play them on a regular basis, it's just not worth buying, because you play it once just to learn how to play, then you need to play it again while you know that.
Do you know what kind of mechanics you want, or what you're thinking of that way?
Well, see, but I don't want to, like, you can, some people will do that too. They come up with good mechanics and they build a theme around it. But those ones, the theme tends to be pretty pasted on. So I'm trying not to think that way. I'm trying not to limit myself in terms of any kind of mechanics.
Okay, fair enough.
Just trying to, keep it open and whatever we come up with.
Okay, well, I'll have a think on it, but...
Because I know it was probably a year or two ago in one of Tom Vassal's Q&As, somebody asked him what theme did he feel needed a game, like something that hadn't really been done very much. And he said like a retail, like a retail store type thing.
Yeah, those get done a lot in like the indie game, like video game markets.
In video games. But there isn't a lot in the board games, and I've had a few ideas, but nothing that wouldn't be... the one idea started to really spiral away in terms of complexity, components. And then the other one that came up the other day was doing it like kind of an asynchronous one where it's a co-op one where you're playing in a store and each person has a different role in the store. and you have to work together to make the store successful.
Why would I fail to cut boards out of a log?
Because if you inspect the log, it'll tell you how much wood is there. If you're cutting boards, it's 20 wood per board, so it probably only has 10 wood left.
That is it. Okay. What do we do with those ones then? Turn them into.
You can cut them into a billet, and then just stick them in maybe into that little cart.
Just so the log's not here.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, no trade secrets because we are live on Twitch.
What?
So be vague.
I'll answer all your questions as vaguely as possible now.
You do that anyways.
That's probably true.
So the billets decay if I put them on the ground? I gotta put them in a chest, or?
The billets, just throw them in. It was that little cart.
Oh,
There should be room in there for them.
Okay. Do you know when the MMO of this comes out?
The North American servers are supposed to, for open beta, it's supposed to go live on Friday. So I suspect a lot of these servers are going to be pretty quiet. Because everybody that owns this gets a free character in the MMO.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. I'm not really that keen on the MMO.
No?
Well, like these roleplay servers are fun, right? Because you don't have to worry about constantly just getting killed by people that have nothing better to do. But in the MMO server, there's no RP rules. And I know there's a few RP servers that like the GMs have gotten together, and they're all going to kind of build in one area on the map, so they can all roleplay together. But that's not going to stop all the PvPers from rolling in constantly and messing with everything. So I don't know.
So everybody that owns a copy of this is going to get into the beta, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Yeah,
That's what they've said.
I've only been playing this for about
At first, it was
4
only
hours
people
total.
that bought it before a certain date.
Major knows things, so I ask him.
I make things up.
Or he can make it up, yeah. I'm also chatting to my stream, so.
You're just talking to the voices in your head, I know.
That too, for sure. Yeah, so it sounds like anybody who owns this game gets into the beta for the MMO with the character. That's... I've been playing 4 hours, this is my second session.
Completely finished one of the wall sections, eh?
I did, yeah. Is that okay? Did I do it wrong? Is it crooked?
Oh. Yes, it's crooked. No, the good part is that it doesn't... Finishing it off is super easy.
Oh no, my saw
it's the
broke.
actual... You just can't have nice things. It's 3 twigs, 3 plant fiber, and 7 flint.
That's the links is the durability, right?
Yes.
So how do I fix it?
It's not worth fixing. We don't have the technology to fix tools. So you're just going to dump.
Should I drop it outside the claim, or?
It's probably better, like, because they're going to basically stick around until the server gets rebooted.
Okay, so do I do
They reboot a few times a day, though.
I will need to do a new saw then. I just figured outside the claim it should deteriorate, right?
No, it won't. It'll still sit there till reboot.
Oh, that's lame.
I can give you my saw, but it's almost broken too.
No, I'll just build a new one, that's fine. That's sticks and stuff, right?
3 sticks, 3 plant fiber, 7 flint.
Alright, I'll drop off this billet and these boards, and then I'll make myself a new saw.
Yeah, 60 digging.
No, that's, do you own this game, or are you just looking?
Awesome.
gets me 7 here. It's a pretty slow-paced game compared to most, but it is interesting because everything's tied and skills are learned as you do things rather than with points. So the more you do something, the better you get at it. So like I'm about to build a saw, you should be able to see that. Currently I'm snapping branches off this tree. And then go here, primitive tool. Find saw. So I need 3 branches. Is it worth getting higher quality materials for the saws, or should I just not worry about it?
Oh, they'll last longer. But that's the only real effect it'll have.
Well, because I know we have some trees with like 90, right?
Yeah. Well, it'll be limited to your nature's lore, I believe, branches.
But yeah, feel free to ask any questions as you see what I'm doing. And if I don't know the answer, I'll ask Major.
I think I want to get a bark box or something built up that will just store high quality materials in.
Yeah.
We'll make a few.
I'll grab 3 off this because it's 100. We'll see what I got for quality. These 3. Okay, that'll do, that's fine. And then I need artisan, primitive tool, saw, 3 plant fiber. That good patch of plant fiber was north, right? Of the plot?
Yeah, north and a little bit west. That's west is the other way. Eh?
Oh, the other west.
Yeah.
What's the identifying feature of the...
There's a hill, but there's a little indent in the top of the hill where I was digging dirt from. Right. Mining.
$77 will be good enough. No, not dig. No.
Quality what? Probably not. I wouldn't worry so much about the rock. I don't think we have a lot of really good quality rock. But if the other components are good, at least make it. Seven. 7. For farming and for gathering herbs, herbalism. Not really. Just want to get into farming. I got my herbalism to 60, so basically herbalism really, unless you want to get into medicine or alchemy, you just need to get herbalism to 60 and then learn the combos for like flux and naphtha and stuff. And then that's all you need to do. You just use the herb gardens after that to stuff. Once you know the right combo.
So as you see down in the lower right, my skills are going up as I do these things. So carpentry just increased. You can look here, it tells you sort of what you get. So at 30 I can do medium furniture and wooden parts, craft shields, training weapons. 60 I can do advanced furniture. Construction I can do simple wooden objects. Construction. No, no, no. No, no, no. E. I. Wood. And 40 more clay. I'll put the rest of the boards in here. All the 1 boards. You're getting the shaped rock pretty filled out, eh?
Yeah, I've stopped that for right now. I'm doing some mining.
You don't mind if I finish the wall sections then?
No, go ahead.
Damn it, forgot to get the horse.
Horse is right here.
Did you take the horse? No.
I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead. Clay's
No,
not
go
that
ahead.
far.
I'm not using them.
Jeez, don't be so difficult.
I don't think it would help me that much going up this hill here. Ground's pretty rough.
It's hard to navigate him through our maze of stuff on the ground in here. I might start parking him in this clear area.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Where's my clay? Up here. Artisan, lower ground level. And we'll just take as much clay as I can carry. Have you picked up Eve Valkyrie yet?
Nope.
You totally should.
As soon as they offered in a humble bundle.
It's fun, it's worth it.
Well, it'd definitely be worth like $5.
Is that you digging a mine shaft in the side of the hill there?
Up the hill, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to reinforce mine too.
Building a wall section. Doo -doo -doo. So masonry up to 6. Masonry. Construction up to 21. Pound in the last bit of clay. We'll see how this goes. Click, 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 click. Alright, there's another section done.
Nice.
Is there anywhere I should be putting these extra stone picks until I need them?
Like they're good ones still?
Yeah, I just made them. But since I'm not shaping stone at the moment.
Just stick them in. I think this chest has the metal pick. Yeah. Instead of picking it up, you should just open it.
I thought I had open as my default option.
Yeah. The problem is that the default is different for every type of storage container. Really annoying.
Well, I thought I had set it on the other chest, but I guess I didn't.
Probably did on the crate.
Probably, yeah. It's not letting me open it.
What does it say?
Nothing.
Try opening the other one.
That one opened.
It might just be... I think there's something wrong with the cooldown timers when you put that stuff down. Because when you put it down, there should be a cooldown timer on so only you can access it. But it seems to be a little flaky.
Alright, so I'll wait for the cooldown timer then. See how it goes.
Yeah, just stick your things in one of the others for now. Just remember where you...
Do do do. Sawing some more boards. Do, 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 do. So what's our end goal? What are we trying to build here?
I don't know if we've ever come up with a final thing of what type of a settlement we want to have. I think we might end up doing like some, you know, maybe a trade or something like that. But right now, I think we're just focused on getting this part leveled out, the walls up, getting self-sufficient, and then on that.
It's like focusing on something to take to market type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know if they do like a market. I don't think they do a market day on the server. So it'd be more about just trading with other settlements.
Oh, okay. What are billets good for? Firewood?
They're good for firewood. Hardwood billets you use to make arrows. You also use it to make charcoal. you use them to make like benches. I think chests use them.
Because basically any log that I get down to 10, I just turn into a billet. I think that's right.
Yeah, like right now, if nothing else, we'll just use them for a campfire when we're cooking food.
Okay. I still can't open this new the chest I moved. Should I pick it up and put it down again?
Maybe. Let me. I'll come over there and see if I can.
Small stone stairs. Okay, so the stairs on this side too. I haven't seen an update on when the new arc is coming out either.
Yeah, I don't think they've announced anything more yet. I suspect we're not going to hear too much until it's pretty much here. Sawing some more wood. Constantly. Yeah, this is a good, like, chilling game for me. I'm just sitting back, relaxing, chatting with people. I do enjoy it. May attempt to stream some Eve later, we'll see. Okay, need a little bit of clay. I need to, now get a load of clay. Nope, not that button. Put these logs in y'all. Got all that. Good, good, good. Okay. Any luck on that chest? Which, oh, I forgot to look at it. I got wrapped up in gathering branches. But I did build a bark box to put high quality branches in when people need to make tools.
You go to who the what now?
I made a bark box to put branches in. So when people need to make tools,
Okay. Where'd you putting that?
it's right by the monument. I'm gonna make another one with some high quality plant fiber to it.
Oh, I can't access it for another 20 seconds.
Sucks for you. I can have it emptied out in that time.
What does worshipping the monument do?
It's basically lets you. The monument uses up. You have to sacrifice stuff to the monument to get points, and then every in-game day, it uses the points tick down. Like it uses about 1,500 points a day right now for us.
Okay.
So you have to keep sacrificing stuff to it. Sometimes when you're digging, you'll get these little random events. Sometimes you'll find an amulet, which if you wear it, it gives you a small luck bonus. But if you sacrifice them to the monument, you get a nice little boost.
Okay.
The best thing other than that I found is actually the fried beast.
It's too bad you can't label these what's inside them.
Yeah. You should see in on the other server we're playing on, inside one of the warehouses, we have a stack of barrels and crates. I think there's 6 stacks. There's about 8 high, and it's all like meat and vegetables, grape, wine. Trying to remember where everything is kind of a nightmare.
I guess as we lay it out, though, right? Keep it
Yeah,
organized.
it's just a matter of getting used to where things are. You can eventually I'll be able to make like little pouches and bags and stuff that we can label. So when you put stuff inside like a warehouse, you can put multiple pouches and bags and have them all labeled.
All right.
Yeah, I can't access it. Probably have to pick it up and replace it. Hey, the bark box. You got to put it down right side up this time.
You think that's what happened? Put it on upside down?
No, sometimes it's sometimes when things get too close together, like if they're overlapping a bit, it'll affect what you can do with them.
I picked up, put it down, now it works, so.
Yeah.
Well, I put my stuff away neatly, so.
Did you put this 58 quality branch in my bark box?
I did. I left you a present.
Garbage.
That's the maximum I can get.
Well, now it's full of 94, 95 quality.
Well, fine.
So if you need some, help yourself.
Don't like my present? Fine.
Nope.
Are you gonna put one for
Garbage.
different materials too, like flint and stuff?
If I find some high-level flint, I'll make enough to fill a bark box. I'm
Why
gonna
does-
get some plant fiber right now.
Why did you stack these on top of each other? What's that all about? Why'd you stack them on top of each other? What's that all about?
So that we know. I can just tell people it's where the bark boxes are stacked up.
Okay, I'm gonna get some more clay. Why is my horse spinning in a circle while I sit on it?
I don't know, what are you doing to him?
Every time I get on him, he just starts spinning in a circle. And I'm not holding any buttons.
Try pushing the arrow in the opposite direction. Maybe it'll stop it.
It stops it, and then when I let go, it starts spinning again.
If you get off of it, then when you look at it, instead of riding it, right click on it and select hide. And it'll disappear. It'll put it in your inventory.
The horse?
Yeah.
And put it back down?
In your inventory, right click on it, select release.
So you can carry a horse with you?
Yep.
Magic.
I can carry 3.
So it automatically mounted it, and I'm driving in a circle now. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the horse. Screw it.
Broke it. Broke the horse. Hey, I got injured somehow.
Our horse has brain worms.
An elbow injury probably from when I was picking tree branches.
You got an injury?
Yeah, you get injuries sometimes. Oh, they usually get poked in the eye when you're harvesting branch.
Does it affect you at all?
Yeah, it'll probably reduce some stats or something, but nothing I'm too worried about.
Hauling back the clay. If I can find a way back into our base. So I will now build this wall.
Aha, horse is working fine for me. Must just be some kind of glitch in your game.
Yeah, probably have to reboot. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna play. We'll see here. I might stream something else for a bit too.
Yeah.
Some Valkyrie or some Eve.
Or some Eve Valkyrie.
Yeah, you know. So to get bow crafting, it looks like I can already learn it.
You just need to get, as soon as you hit 30 carpentry, you can make, basic stuff.
So I should be maybe crafting some arrows. I can go down like the tools tree or something maybe? Or where should I go? Like I don't know what Toast is focusing on. You're doing mining, right?
Well, the thing is with 1,700 points is you can dabble in a lot of things.
Yeah, but for now, right? If everybody else is doing things already, should I do maybe farming? For booze and
If you
stuff?
wanted to, farming is a good one because that leads to advanced farming, which is hard to level, and then to cooking, good, or brewing.
Just because it sounds like, you know, Toast is already making metal weapons and tools.
Yeah, he
Even
always
mining.
does that stuff. Although it never hurts to have multiple blacksmiths because there's never a shortage of things to make. Like if you get your materials prep up to 60, then you can start working on smelting.
If I get my
Smelting
witch to now?
is the type of activity though that kind of needs to have like YouTube up and running on your other monitor or something.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times you get like you put metal in furnaces or bloomeries or whatever, you fire them up and then you just wait. And then once it's ready to go, then as you're pulling it out, it's just like it's another one of these mass-produced things, so it's just sitting there working. So it's a lot of downtime. Oh, I can do.
Maybe I'll try
basic.
farming. I'll start working towards that. That should be fun.
What's your nature's lore at?
57.
Oh, okay. So once you hit 60, like there's also forestry.
Yeah, I might get there. That might be a good one to get aiming towards now, right?
Like you need to get your farming to 60. So there's two basic ways to get 30 is to just run around and plow anywhere there's grass. If you have a shovel, you can just plow. Or if you on a grassy area, you can right click under farming, you select gather wild plants and just let it grind away.
I'm gonna get
Because that will find seeds and stuff that you can plant.
I'm gonna get my nature's lore to 60 first by gathering apples and stuff.
Yeah. Another good one. Might have to do another. There's a bark box beside the coops that we keep the high quality apples. We need to use those in the coops.
Okay, how high do you want high?
Really anything 80 plus.
All right.
But you won't be able to pull that high until your nature's lore gets that high.
So your nature's lore like 6. If my nature's lore is 57, that's the highest I can get.
You'll probably be able to pull slightly higher than that. Actually, mulberry trees pull silkworm cocoons. That will level your farming.
Okay. Yeah, once I get, like I said, nature's lore to 60, I'll start doing stuff like that.
And then silkworm cocoons are completely useless until you get advanced farming to 90. And the advanced farming is a tough one to level up. Because you basically to get to 60, you need to grind wheat into flour. So we need to grow lots of wheat so you can do that.
Okay.
To get from 60 to 90, we need to make a plow. And the best way to level it is you get a plow, you pick up the plow, you set the plow down. Pick up the plow, you set the plow down. And you do this like 500 times.
That sounds dumb.
Well, it levels you up. Because when you use the plow, you only gain when you either when you start using it or stop using it. I can't remember. But you can literally just sit there and pick up the plow, put it down, pick it up, put it down. That's where you want to get some good skill food.
Oh, yeah. Is that what that roast beef or roast beast is?
No, it's once you get to cooking, you can start to make food with multiple ingredients. Eventually, once you get to cooking 90, you can make 5-ingredient foods. You can get your skill multiplier up to, I think, as high as 7. So you get 7 times as many skill points every time you do something. That makes a huge difference.
Okay, gathering apples seems to be a good way to up my nature's lore for now.
Go prospect.
What's that?
I'm gonna prospect for silver.
So you finally got to that point?
I can do silver. And once I get to 30 in precious prospecting, then I can do gold. But I get my mining to 60.
I think this is the one I was already doing. Yeah. I guess harvesting plant fiber would be easy too, because you can just sit there and let it go, right?
That'll get your artisan up. Or nature's lore up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get up right now is nature's lore.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work. Or branches.
I just want something I can just sit here and let it grind. It's only a few points away.
Yeah, plant fiber is probably a good one because it'll go quite a while before you run out. Every time I prospect for silver, I can prospect a bigger area.
Oh, that only brings it up like 0.8 at a time though.
Yeah, but it's something you can just leave it go, right? You can let it run and go do something else if you have to. I found signs of silver near here. It's not very far from the base. That's awesome. So.
Okay. Right. What we got? There we go. 60 after this pull. Do you want my 51 quality plant fiber anywhere?
You can throw in that top bark box.
I can make simple cloth, I guess. Or simple rope.
I made a whole bunch of that because simple cloth is what you need to make like the padded armors and stuff. But I need a weaver's toolkit in order to make it. Need toast to make that for me. So yeah, padded cloth is good, or simple cloth is good, so we can make some basic.
Doesn't it seem to be picking it up? That's weird. What's going on? Found nothing. Ooh, now I can search for herbs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because herbs, you can search for herbs, I think, as soon as you get to 30, but it's really hard to find anything until you get to at least 60.
I don't think it came up. I just noticed it. Now that I'm
Yeah?
60.
Maybe it's 60 then.
Do we have a spot for plant fiber?
Put it in that top bark box by the monument. Two
Okay.
stacked up.
I may have asked you that already.
You did.
My apples are shit. They don't want those. Okay, let's go back to base. Just that way. And see what we can see. Put it in the stacked bark. The top. Ugh, get up there.
Here?
So have we started a farm somewhere, or how do we do that when I get
To
there?
the south there is.
Okay. How do I know what it looks like?
Well, the ground will be darker, like it's when you plow it to make it so you can plant it. It's like black dirt rather than grass.
Okay.
If you walk just to the south of the paved area there, you can see where the crops have come up. Crops, you can't see them until you get really close up.
Just south of the pave. I see all this green grass. This green, like, is this crops all here?
The south, yeah, you won't be able to interact with them at all until they get.
Where it's like lush green flowers, blue flowers,
ready
and what
to
looks
harvest.
like grains or something.
But there's some. The flax is like a tall green plant with a kind of a purple flower on it, I think.
Yeah, I see that. And then the other one is the wheat.
Wheat, yeah.
Okay.
And so basically, what happens is, it takes eight clicks from the time you plant till it's ready to harvest, and it basically advances one every time there's a change in weather. So if you have a sunny day, and the next day is rainy, then it advances one, and it has to go through 8 of these. So if you can actually have a sunny day, a rainy day, a sunny day, rainy day, the crops will grow in 8 days. Usually, it takes longer
Okay.
because you don't have that perfect cycle. But once it gets to close to halfway, then it'll actually show it as grown like it is there. And then when it's ready to harvest, it'll all turn that tan brown color, and you'll be able to select harvest out of the farming mix.
Okay, I need a sickle to collect those. I guess you said mulberry tree is the way to go right now? To collect the silkworm thingies?
Yeah, to get to level up farming. Yeah.
We need farming to 60 to get forestry?
As soon as you hit farming 30, you can start on forest.
Do we have anybody doing forestry at all?
Bard said he was. He was thinking about it, but he also doesn't play very often, so it wouldn't hurt to have multiple peoples.
Yeah. I just like if you and Toast, there's no point in doing a whole lot of stuff you guys are already doing, right?
Yeah,
Because you guys are on all the time.
I don't know about that. Most isn't on very often. He gets on for a few minutes here, a few minutes there, whenever he can. Every once in a while, he gets a few hours to play, but
All right.
definitely have found silver here. So then 2 squares. That.
Gathering more silkworms. All right.
Oh, there's silver right here. Can't find it. Weird.
What is silver good
Quality. Silver is good for jewelry. It's also used for upgrading the monument. You need silver for. And there's some other things too that I just can't think of off the top of my head.
for? Do you want to hold on to these silkworm things, or should I build a birch chest to put them in?
If they're really low level, probably we don't need to. It's easy enough to gather them. Once we get... See, the weird thing about apple and mulberry trees is you need a high-level forester to get good quality sprouts off of them, but you need high-level farming to plant them. Keep the quality.
Hmm. So I'll be at 30 farming now.
All right, well, I found silver. Is away. Why am I walking when I horse?
You said there was a quick way to stack all of them?
All together?
Yeah.
Hold down Alt and click on one of them.
Perfect. Okay. So I would need farming to 60 to get forestry to 30, right?
Yes. Because at like low level forestry, you can pull sprouts. And that's about it. You can't plant anything. Once you get to 30, you can plant softwood and hazel trees.
Okay.
And then 60, you can do some of the hardwoods, and you have to get to 90 to plant the good ones.
So it looks like you guys already have wheat and flax doing pretty well. Do I need to find peas and onions and carrots?
We have, what do we have here? I think we have peas and onions planted. Problem is, winter's coming soon, so
Farming
I
sucks in
think
winter.
we'll have time for one more planting for winter.
I just need to do the next thing to get my points up, right?
Yeah.
Sowing the ground.
What's that?
Sowing ground. Like plow.
Plowing or gathering silkworm cocoons is the best way to get your farming up.
All the way to 60.
And then once you get to 30,
I'm at
you
30.
can start planting. You're at 30?
Yeah.
Well, those will still level you up. It'll be slower, but it'll still. To get to 60 is primarily planting. So I guess, yeah, if you gather stuff, then we could try planting. Make another farm somewhere. The biggest problem, because this one's off claim, is as soon as it's ready to harvest, we really need somebody to harvest it. The nice thing is that anybody with 30 nature's lore can harvest crops that won't affect quality. So if you only have one good farmer, it doesn't have to be that guy to do all the gathering of crops, harvesting.
Okay, so these aren't ready yet, then that's why I can't do anything?
Yeah. One interesting thing I found is that when you plant them, when they're in like the little seedling form, you can literally dig up the dirt, move it, put it down somewhere else, and it'll still be planted.
Oh, weird. So I need a sickle to gather wild plants. That might be something to do while I wait.
Yeah.
Because I need some seeds, right?
Yeah, once these crops are ready, like basically for like your fruits and like the vegetables and stuff, when you harvest them, you can replant them to grow more. For things like wheat and flax, it'll give you, like when you harvest wheat, it'll give you straw, which we use for various things, and then more wheat to plant or grind into flour.
Okay, but you said these are probably a few days out yet?
We planted them last night. Last night? Or the night before?
Like a couple in-game days, right?
Yeah. Like it's probably going to be tomorrow sometime. Realistically. Tomorrow night, probably they'll be ready.
Okay.
Unless the weather doesn't cooperate.
Well, I'm going to make a sickle.
I will be right back. I gotta put some stuff in the dryer.
Create primitive tool. Need a sickle. 1 plant fiber, 1 flintstone. Nice. that, craft it up. See what I can find for some plants. Ooh, that's a good fall. Let's see what I get from this. Do. Not entirely sure. I haven't found anything, but my farming is increasing, so that's fine. Don't actually know how any of this works. Let's try it here. Just for fun.
All right, I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm trying to gather wild plants, but I'm not getting anything.
It's very rare you get them. Like you don't get them very quickly, and yeah, like sometimes it'll go like 10, 15, 20 times without gathering anything. But you're still leveling up though while you're doing it, aren't you?
Yeah. I guess the ground quality doesn't matter yet since my skills are so low.
Yeah, not really. And even if you take a low quality seed and plant it in high quality soil, you'll get something pretty high quality out anyway.
Okay, we'll let it run for a second. See how it goes. Yeah, I might take a break and then stream some Eve here for a bit. You're welcome to
Alright.
hang out while I do.
Maybe. Probably should get some stuff done. I've gotten a little bit of laundry done at least. Not much else though today. Plus, I got somebody sick at work, so I'm trying to find somebody to cover for him.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah. Duh.
How do I know which shack is mine?
I don't know. Pray it'll work you to it. Or technically on it.
Alright, I'm gonna wrap up this stream. I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then I'll probably come back with some Eve. I might do some test server stuff just to see what's going on there. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna take a break, and then I'll come back and do some Eve, but I'll talk to you then.
Alright. Have a good one.
You as well.